Hello, it's Bill, the Knee Pain Guru. Today is Monday, May 31st, 2021. Happy Memorial Day. I'd like to wish everyone a great Memorial Day. Take a moment to remember my Uncle Frank, my grandfather, and the cousins that have my father as well put in their time in the military and sacrificed for the freedoms that we have here in the United States. So I wanted to do that first and foremost today. And so now we're going to zip into, well, it was a question that came in over the weekend. This was on the YouTube channel. And this was in regards to someone who had 100 degrees range of motion on their own, but they went manipulation under anesthesia and they were getting 135 degrees range of motion. The doctor had was able to get that range of motion while they were under the anesthesia. And so this was Alma writes, I had a right knee arthroscopy as with synovectomy, manipulation under anesthesia surgery about a week and 2 days ago. My orthopedic said he bended my knee to 135 degrees, but I can't bend at that degree. I am bending at 100 degrees, the same as I used to before the surgery. I don't know what is going on. My kneecap is swollen and I'm in a lot of pain. Any advice? So here's a really important, and this is what I talk about, where there's the differentiation between the conventional medical model and understanding the neurology on a deeper level. When the body is unconscious, in a case of manipulation under anesthesia, what is being removed from the equation? Your awareness, your consciousness, your nervous system is being removed from that situation or scenario. You no longer are in control of what is going on, so your body can move, has a greater range of motion. And what happens is when you wake back up from the anesthesia and now you hit the consciousness and awareness is back, and now you're tapping into the trauma that your body has experienced from the accident, the injury, the surgery. What happens is now the body puts the brakes on. The body says, nope, I'm not going there. I'm not doing that range of motion because it's going to hurt. So this is exactly what happens when Alma is talking about. The doc says I got 135 degrees range of motion when I'm under anesthesia, but when I'm awake, now I only get 100 degrees. And this is why what ends up happening is many people are disheartened going to surgery thinking that they're going to increase the range of motion in their knee as a result of the surgery. And many times it doesn't work out that way because the surgery isn't addressing the trauma that's stuck in your neurology. The surgery isn't addressing your body's visceral physical response to not wanting to experience that pain again. So what ends up happening, like I said, it hits the brakes, the range of motion isn't going to increase, and you have a situation where there's a discrepancy between the conventional medical model and understanding the neurology on a deeper level. So this was a really, really great question as far as making the distinction for why there's a limitation with the conventional medical model in terms of helping somebody get completely out of pain, increasing range of motion in the knee joint. So great example. If it makes sense, give the video a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for future videos. If you have a question, if you're watching and you would like to ask it, please enter that in the comments section. And then if you'd like to know what to do next, because the whole part of understanding the neurology on a deeper level is learning how to switch neurological states. And what am I talking about? Neurological states is when the body is tense, it's in a sympathetic state. It's in a fight or flight state. That doesn't allow the range of motion in the knee to increase without pushing through it, without pushing through the pain. So what we need to do is we need to begin working with the intrinsic movement of the joint. So we shift the neurological state by creating comfort in the knee joint with those intrinsic movements. When we begin to shift that neurological state, the nervous system switches from that fight or flight state to a rested and relaxed state, also known as a parasympathetic state. And that's where the body speeds up recovery. It can heal faster. The joint relaxes. It gets the pressure off of the nerves in the knee that are tight. And then the range of motion begins to increase naturally on its own because we're not forcing the knee to do something that it doesn't want to do. We're giving it what it wants, which is comfort. We create comfort in the knee joint, and that comfort causes the joint to relax. That relaxation process begins to increase the range of motion in the joint on its own. Now, when we go back to pushing the knee, it's not going to be as painful. It's going to be a much easier process, and you're going to get more results with a lot less time, energy, and effort because you're not fighting the body to do so. It's important to understand that pushing through pain to get out of pain when you start out in pain doesn't really work. So what we want to do is we want to take a brand new look, a brand new approach, look at your knee through a different lens as a way to get you better results with a lot less time, energy, and effort. So if that sounds good, what I will do is offer my website, thekneepainguru.com. There's 3 things you could do when you get there. The first is sign up for the newsletter. I have emails that go out each day that help shift your mindset to look at a different way of looking at your knee, getting you different results remotely. These are results that you can get in the comfort of your own home. You don't have to see me in person. You don't have to see someone else in person. This is something you can work on yourself. You can begin to shift that mindset through the newsletter. You can also set up a time for a consultation. I work with clients remotely, and that consultation, that appointment, the kneepainguru.com appointment, is a way that we can map out a strategy for you. No matter what your situation or what your scenario, we can take out the emotion and the craziness that happens as a result of dealing with doctors and physical therapists and your family and your friends and what everyone's advice is, and it's all confusing. How can we streamline that process and work out the next 3 baby steps you could take to help yourself move in the direction of getting out of pain? And then there's also my group coaching program called Knee Club. We work twice a week in a private Zoom call. There's a group that meets, and we go over what's going on with your knee. We give you specific videos in a members area of the website where you watch those videos, you work on them to get relief in your knee today for homework. And then on the next call, we touch base. We see what has changed, what has moved, what has improved, what has gotten worse, what has gotten better. And we use that as a way of moving you out of pain. So that's what we got for today. I realize it is a holiday. However, there are people still suffering with pain. Thought I'd do a quick one. Appreciate you being here. This is Bill Paravano, the Knee Pain Guru, going to sign off for today. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one.